Hello everyone on YouTube, Stick, and we here for a full review for the newcomer came to Metro PCS, the first 2017 phone for Metro PCS, and also this phone will be available with T-Mobile, and this is my full review. Let's find out. First, let me begin talking about the design and the build construction to the LG Aristo. But before we start talking about that, I want to just pay your attention. If you are looking for a bigger phone, this phone maybe not going to be for you. This is only 5-inch, made and designed just to have it in one hand or one finger operation or one hand operation. With one finger you can reach most likely everywhere on the screen, so easy without any issues or so. Second thing, that's something I don't really like. The phone has virtual pines, which is, I understand the stock Android has this, but at the same time you have a big bezel on the phone. So 2017, most of the phones goes toward the trend where you have bezel-less. I know that phone is not going to be bezel-less because still the price is very affordable, but still, since you don't have no capacitive keys or so, you still making the phone bigger than what it should look like. If you get 5-inch display, you can, LG, they could make it a little bit more smaller, but that's not big or huge complaint because it's still in one hand I can reach everywhere I want on the phone with no any issues. Another main disadvantage in this design, there is no LED notification lights. I mean, how much this will cost LG to add just little light over here to show you that you are charging the phone or you receive a text message. So every time you have to unlock the screen to get into the messages or so. This is something that's bothered me a lot, but not gonna be in a big deal. Another important thing here, so we get the power pin over here. That is not a fingerprint. So this is just only a power button on the back, and you have the volume rockers on the side, which is, I totally agree, a lot of customers, they annoyed about the volume rockers on the back, and more standard with any Android devices to have the volume rockers on the side. The phone has plastic cover, plastic back, and we don't have no metal construction or so. Any budget phone, always you're gonna expect this, but the phone, just to be honest with you, it feels so premium in the hand and it looks nice and it doesn't have any issues like this. It's not gonna feel that it's cheap phone, even if it's made out of cheap plastic. As you guys can see, we have the speaker over here. Later on the video we're gonna test this out as well. And the glass, according to LG, this is an arc glass because it's kind of curved. It has the same feeling of the Gorilla Glass, and I have no any such scratch or anything like that. I've been using the phone for 3 days, put in my pocket, and I have keys in my pocket. I haven't seen any scratches or so. So this glass, it seems to me very tough and good and scratch resistant. Now let's gonna move on the display and the quality of the display in the phone. So we have 720p HD resolution. This is the max you can get through the YouTube, which is, for me, it's very quite decent because we have only 5-inch. So the screen looks to me very nice and crisp, but I have some doubts about the vividness of the colors of the phone because I've been coming from flagship to have this phone as my daily driver. So I have noticed that the colors a little bit kind of washed out, but I'm not complaining so much. The phone still looks nice, and the screen, it's gorgeous, especially when you have high quality video to watch it on the display. Other than that, I have no any complaints about the display, just the color is not vivid enough for me. Now we have a speaker located on the back of the phone. Maybe this is not the best place for speaker ever. Like I always say, the side speaker, it would be much better, because especially when you're trying to listen to music or so, it's not gonna make, or it's not gonna give you the best experience for the sound, and it's hard to tell how good the quality of the sound because I'm recording on a camera. But I can tell you this phone did not come with any improvements for any other LG phone we had before. So it will be the same level quality of the sound. But it seems to me I can, like, when the phone ring and I have the ringer on the high volume, I can hear it just fine. It has very clear sound as well. It's not a stereo speaker, still this is a mono speaker because this is a budget phone and we're not gonna expect everything premium. But I want just to give you an idea about how the sound on this device. One of the things that I'm impressed with this device, the battery, for two reasons. First, it's removable and hard to find phones has a removable battery in 2017, I guess. And the second thing, how the battery lasts. I'm very heavy user for the phone. Sometimes the phone lasts me 1 day, you know what I mean, with only one single charge. If I want to use a lot more or make a lot more calls, it could last me for two charges in 1 day, which is, for me, it's good. So we have 2410 milliamps power, as we said. Like, for instance, this phone, it will give you estimation. I do have about 50% right now. Estimated time remaining 8 hours. So after 8 hours the phone is gonna die. That means like every 16 hours using the phone, but I'm not on the phone 24/7. So when I'm using my phone, it will be about 16 hours to need to recharge my phone again for the same usage on the battery. Battery, I'm telling you, it's a good battery and it lasts for too many reasons as well, because we don't have big screen over here. The color, the PPI is low for the screen, which is mainly what's consumed the power as the most. The 4G LTE, I'm not connected to 4G LTE, so if you do connect it to 4G LTE and you have the high brightness for the screen, you're gonna be expecting to drain the battery more than normal. LG Aristo rocking Android Nougat out of the box 7.0, which is the latest operating system so far. So you will get the best experience for the operating system. Right now I'm not using the app drawer. This is the LG UI, but if you want to change this one, you can just change this one. But the main things about the operating system is more optimized with the battery and the software, so you're not gonna notice any of the lagness. I've been using the phone for 3 days, so this review is not based on the more than 3 days. So maybe I'm gonna do a review after I've used the phone for 1 month, but so far I haven't noticed any lagness or anything like that. And here is the operating system, everything categorized, and as you guys can see, network, sound, notification, display in general, just to make the settings on the phone more organized, as you guys can see. Also, I'm gonna make a different video for all the features this phone has, and so be sure to subscribe to Variety Stick to watch more content as well. But the main things that came updated with this device, that the phone has the multitasking, where you can go to the recent, for instance, and you should see this too, or split screen pine over here. You just have to hit in this one, and then you can just add another application, which is something we have seen in Samsung phones before. I'm gonna go ahead and post another video soon, so make sure to watch this video for more features, tricks and tips for the LG Aristo. The internal hardware for the phone, we have Snapdragon 425, which is a quad-core 1.4 clock processor, as you guys can see. As I told you, because the operating system and everything in this phone makes that phone very smooth, and I haven't noticed no lagness or freezes or anything like that. And we have 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, and we have 16 gigabyte storage, but the storage that you're gonna be able to see out of the box, around 10 gigabytes, 9.5 gigabytes free for your application, because the operating system and the pre-installed stock application will be pre-installed. Those, they're gonna take already space from the phone. Now, just to test this out, we need also to play more games on the phone. So that way we can show you the real performance. But this is the score, 614, 1435. In my opinion, for a budget phone in 2017, this is quite decent. I'm fully satisfied about whatever score they give me, because but the price of the phone not too high at the same time. I have chosen Real Racing 3 for EA to test it out with this game, because this game has a good amount of graphics, so this will give us indicator about how the graphics and gaming it will be in this device. The phone is rocking Adreno 308 on Snapdragon 425. So let's gonna try to play this game. So we're gonna go to the race and see how the game performance would be. Any game less than that in the graphics, I mean, you shouldn't have no issues whatsoever. And this is not a flagship, so you guys are not going to be expecting to play every game with no lagness or any problems, but this will show us at least indicator about how the game it will be. Yeah, it seems to me it's very nice, and everything was clear, and I haven't noticed no lagness or freezes while I'm playing the game. So this phone, it would be good to play some games on it, and it shouldn't give you any problem or whatsoever. A lot of people, they are more concerned about to know about sensors in phones before they purchase the phone, because they may have a Gear VR case and they would like to know if the phone does support 360 videos or not. So we have downloaded Sensor Box for Android, and this will tell us that the phone doesn't have gyroscope, which is, if you have the case VR, you're not going to be able to play 360 videos. Most likely most of the sensors exist in this device except the pressure sensor and the temperature sensor. Other than that, most of the sensors are exist. So if you would like to you know what I mean, play with the cardboard or the Gear VR, I would recommend to go for another device, because this phone is not going to work for you. Finally, let me jump on the camera and look up to the camera application and a few of the picture sample I have taken in the phone by itself. As everybody knows, like the LG budget phones, even the LG Stylo 2 Plus, it doesn't have any manual control. You don't have any image stabilization as well, and you get 13 megapixel sensor camera. It's quite nice for pictures I have taken. I haven't struggled with the camera. It takes snappy pictures, good pictures. It's not the best, but it is good for the price. Let's gonna have a look on the what option you have in the camera application. So you have up to full HD for a video, which is quite good, and you can change this one to 720p if you would. And the photo size 3.3, 13 megapixel camera, and 30 frame per second for a video as well. You have HDR. HDR mainly it helps to get more details if you are taking pictures in dark areas or you have a lot of lights as well. So you don't have so much option. You have the tag location, grid, and samples and stuff like that, which is that's very usual with any LG phones, not a flagship. So here's the option. Also, you can take pictures by saying some commands like cheese, smile, whiskey, LG, etc., which is they're gonna tell you over here what it is. And same option for the front and the face camera, and you have face camera with gestures, 5 megapixel as well. Let me take you to some of the photos I have taken already with the phone. This is completely no lights. I have used the flash, and you guys can still the background, it looks good, and the pictures, it's very good. Even with low lights, using the flash helps a lot. And we have another sample here with the room lights. Great pictures. If we go show you some details, it has no problem or whatsoever. Here's more samples, and this outdoor pictures also good. Selfie, it's kind of good as well. I mean, I didn't see a smiley or beauty mode and stuff like that, but the phone optimized the pictures, and eventually you can get a nice pictures for this phone. I'm gonna put those pictures as well on the main screen so you guys can see more details, and let's gonna see them together. This phone will be good for those people that don't want to spend a lot of money on phone. They're gonna get decent camera, enough storage to download their apps and games. Also, you can extend that memory card as well by adding SD card, which is good. This phone, in my opinion, one of the best buy you can do if you are on the budget. That was Varietistic talking to you in this video. Thank you so much for watching the full review. If you made it till the end, you can subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you want, and I will talk to you in my next video.